Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research, entertainment purposes, and allegedly. I was just watching Neil Sean. Apparently they are hesitant in going after Tom Bauer. Go figure, because she knows she will be ripped to shreds. And I said in that comment feed that fuel is fuel. They like negative fuel. They love it. We got 5 of Cups so far. She's got some emotional conflicts on that situation. Yes, not good. She's got her hands in her head going, oh, regret, regret. Uh-oh, feeling despair. Can I get what I lost back? Yep, they wanted to go back, but no one will have her, and she's just going to keep doing what she does. So she's feeling some emotional regret. So I think part of it's probably they thrive on that too. That's the pity play, I would say. Let's get to the challenging position. Challenging position is strength. Oh, she's having a hard time keeping her stuff together, keeping herself together. Yeah, that inner strength is kind of losing its steam, I would say. Yeah, she needs to control herself from within, and it is a challenge. She is ready to blow her top. I could see her blowing her top, can't you? She will, yeah, I mean, come on. She threw dishes allegedly in the hotel room recently and broke things. So, yeah, she probably wants to break some things, I would assume. Yeah, she's probably hurling them at Harry, too, across the room, smashing the walls. All right, let's get to the focal point here on this fuel sources. We have here 7 of Cups in reverse. Life does not feel like such a dream anymore, because this is day-to-day dreams. Oh, I live in such a dream. I'm a princess. Oh, I'm such a princess. I've got so many choices and options, lots of choices. I know I can pick the wrong thing, but gosh, I got so many options. Her options are running low now. Yeah, it's running low. It's running dry, very dry. And now she's got to do things on a smaller scale. And it's having a bad negative ripple effect. Yes, bad negative ripple effect. Let's go into the hidden energy. Hidden energy for Markle and the fuel sources she's getting currently. The negative fuel sources from the book. Here we go. We have here the 6 of Wands. She's going to try and win. Yep, she's got that whole, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat them out at something. Yes, I will win. I will win. Yes, I will win. Yes, it's all about the narcissism and winning. Win, win, win. It reminds me of, God, that actor. What's his name? From 2.5 Men. He always talked about winning. Winning, winning. He's like the biggest drug addict narcissist around in Hollywood. Charlie Sheen, yes, with 2.5 Men. He was always doing that when he was really in the heap of trouble. He was always talking about winning when he was really at a bad drug point. And I think of that winning card. I think of Charlie Sheen. And a lot of tarot readers do represent that winning card, 6 of Wands, as a kind of a narc card. A lot of narc energy in there, especially depending on what it's surrounding. Okay, let's get to the past position that's no longer serving her in terms of fuel. I've got 2 cards. No, I've got 3 cards. Okay. We've got here the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Star in reverse. Well, well, well. Yep, the reason why she's made the maneuvers she's made is because she wants to be celebrated. Just like that commercial that she was in, she told them basically her agent said she wanted to be celebrated. Well, it's because she's not being celebrated. She wasn't celebrated. She wasn't Queen of England, and she thought she should have a higher standing, more of a voice, put more in front. Knew she wouldn't heal in the situation, wanted to be highlighted. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, this person here needs to focus on other things. They're dealing with obstacles, so she couldn't be the highlight, the main attraction. So she felt it was a major consequence and an obstacle, which made her lose energy and enthusiasm with the Ace of Wands, and it made her feel like a rejection. So she felt rejected, that she could not be the Star of England. Yes, we all know that, right? She wants to be Queen Elizabeth. She just wished, right? Okay, or Kate. Let's go into the next position. Next position, the future. What's the future with fuel supply? Yeah, because she knows Kate's going to get all the fuel. That's the other thing. Kate and William are going to get all the fuel, and she's not up next for all the fuel. Okay, I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take this one. So I have 2 cards here, the Chariot in reverse with the Judgment card. Yeah, she sees that she's a crash and burn. She's at a major crash and burn here. That Chariot is the battle of the wills. That is, you know, having your eye on the prize, going for a goal, goal-driven. You know, there is some stress and struggle going on internally, but you have the willpower to keep pushing and pushing on. She's no longer pushing on. She's not going to push on with the court case against Tom Bauer because he's got too much on her. And so she knows that she's being judged here, and she knows with the judgment, it is a wake-up call. She's having a major wake-up call that she is crashing and burning, and he's got enough on her. He does have enough on her. So this here is she better make better decisions, and it's a rebirth. She needs to do a new journey now and make better decisions for herself. So yeah, because she's screwing up on a major scale. It's starting to hit her, basically. She's waking up. Waking up, oh boy, I'm in trouble now. Yes, you are. Okay, let's get to the feelings in the situation. Feelings in the situation. Feelings. How's she feeling? Markle, how are you feeling about this negative fuel? How are you feeling about this negative fuel? We have here 3 of Cups in reverse. She is not being celebrated. Yep, back to I got to win and I got to be celebrated. I need lots and lots of options and choices. I need to be the star. And at this point in time, she knows no one's raising a glass to her and celebrating her. This is a party card with the 3 of Cups. And it's in reverse. So this here, she cannot, there's no growth, expression, creation because it's in reverse. 3 is all about creating new things with other people. It's all about growth and expression, and she's feeling shut out. So now she's really going to complain about being shut down and shut out. Now she really knows what that feeling is. She said that in the Oprah interview. And now she truly is getting a dose of it here, it looks like, or at least that's her excuse, right? She's got to scapegoat and blame other people why she's being shut down. And so she feels shut down right now. So she's going to probably play the same narrative. I can't speak. They won't hear me out. I'm a strong female. I'm a victim. Hear me out. I am desperate. Yes, okay. It's a new victim narrative here. Another new victim narrative, but with Tom Bauer this time. It was with the royal family. Now it's going to be with Tom Bauer that he's shutting her down. She can't defend herself. No support. No positive network. Needs a social life. So she's shutting down. She doesn't have friends. So she needs good time. She needs a good time. She's having no fun, you guys. Absolutely no fun whatsoever. So she's not having fun. Looks like she's pretty miserable. Yep. No, we're not raising a glass for you at this channel. No, we're not. And we won't break bread with you either, Markle. Okay, so the next challenge, next position here is the outside influences. Outside influences. What would you do if you ran into her? Personally, I would turn my back and I wouldn't acknowledge her. What would you guys do? I'm kind of curious about that. Would you even approach her? Would you say anything, or would you just flat out ignore her? I want to know what your approach would be, because I think this would be a really fun thread. I know we wouldn't raise a glass to her. I know we wouldn't break bread with her, but would you just turn your back? I mean, for me, I'd be like, oh, there she is. My back would just kind of go, and I would turn my back to her. Yes. Because that's like an ultimate insult to a narcissist, because they want to be seen and heard. That's the reason why they have what they have, and that's why they're so toxic, because they felt avoided and ignored. So, yeah, you just don't give them what they want. So, yeah. All right, so outside influences, outside influences. Outside influence we have here is the Ace of Pentacles with the Moon. Yeah, she's going to aim for propositions, and she's going to lie about it. So she's going to lie that she's got some propositions on the table. You know, that quite possibly maybe that she's retained a lawyer or something. And she's not going to do anything about it. And she's living in a fantasy land with that Moon card. This Moon card here is all about illusions. It's the Mother card too, so she's probably got some mother issues right now going on. It did come out about her, which I did say in my comment feed section here, that she basically treated Doria like a nanny, told her sorority sisters, that is my nanny, so she can look like she was from a wealthy to-do family and she was raised with a nanny. So yeah, Doria the nanny. So she's got some, I would say she's got some mother issues. She's lied about that as well. She's denying her mother. She's living in a fantasy land and just cannot face reality. And she's going to pretend like she's got some new stuff on the table here with the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I got new gigs coming. Just hold on. No, you don't. Let's get to the hopes and fears. Hopes and fears, hopes and fears, hopes and fears. She's hoping to manifest it and make it happen. She has got the will to do it. She is going to do it. She thinks she has the tools to do it too. She thinks she's got the tools, the ability. She's got what it takes. Just hear me roar. She really thinks she is that mastery, expertise. I can train to do whatever I want. I have the willpower. I have the willpower to change. I'm going to raise my vibration. I am high frequency, and I'm going to use all tools available, which means she's going to use other people's ideas and claim them as her own. And she'll say those were her tools, because that's basically what she does. So she's going to try and train herself, probably recreate herself into something else. And let's get to the final call here, the final call on the fuel. On the fuel, we have here 6 of Cups in reverse. So with the 6 of Cups in reverse, she has no harmony, no emotional harmony in the home. So she's pretty miserable, I would say. And she is lacking support. Once again, more lack of support. She doesn't have friends. She doesn't have family. 6 of Cups is all about family. So she doesn't have friends and she doesn't have family. But she's got emotional baggage. Lots and lots of emotional baggage. And she's dwelling on what she should do next. How do I get out of this? I need to dwell. I need to make some movements here to bring back some harmony in my life, but I blocked everyone out. She's not protective of her upbringing or her roots. She's claiming that they were terrible conditions. That's been her claim. Terrible, terrible conditions. And that's part of it. She lied about her past. She lied about her childhood. And she does not have any sentimental thoughts about it, which is very classic of someone of her pathology. When they're done with you, as far as what the sociopath goes, they move on to their next target, as you know. As soon as they drain you dry, they wiped out that money tree. That is the juice worth the squeeze, the 7 of Pentacles. She drained the money tree on Dad, and he was no longer a good source of supply. I got to go find a better money tree. So she has no sentimental feelings about that whatsoever. Doesn't care about the royals either. And she thinks she's going to pretend she's got something on the table, but it's a lie. So whatever she comes out with, I'm going to do this next, it's not going to happen. It's just yet another future faking, another lie, another pretending like she's got, all these cups to choose from, the 7 of Cups. I've got lots of cups to choose from. She's going to say she's got options. She doesn't. She's going to pretend she's winning. Yeah, she will say she's going to win. She's hell-bent on that. But she's got emotional conflicts on what to do, and she's struggling with maintaining any inner strength. So she's ready to lose her shit. So yes, I said it. At the bottom of the deck, we have here 9 of Cups in reverse. There is no emotional fulfillment here for her, and she's being told no. They don't like being told no. Wish fulfillment in reverse. She's not getting what she wants. She has no emotional stability, so she's very dysregulated right now. She's not growing into the person she thought she would by attaching herself and being a parasite on Harry, and being a parasite on the royal family, and being an incubus succubus, and taking everything from them, leeching off them, and then draining them like a parasite. Just, she wants a parasite on people. And she thought she could be individualism, but she's not. So she has no growth. She needs other people to do that. She's always needed a man to do it for her. Stability is not something she's ever achieved. She's not capable of it. So she feels no joy, no happiness. She's totally dissatisfied, and there is no end in sight. There's no end in sight in her misery. And so she really thought she'd be that individualistic female empowerment. Oh, I got this female empowerment here. All wish fulfillments. Everything's going to drop at my feet, and I'm going to get exactly what I wanted. That's what she expected. That's what she thought she'd get, since she has this winner card energy of I'm always going to win. And then she thought she would win by leaving because of the jealousy, envy, feeling rejected, not being the shining star. She thought she would be, well, I'll show you. And it didn't work out. So she's pretty disheartened, I'd say. Let's get to the center of the deck. What do I have here? She's got stinking thinking and trying to recover from it. So she's been in bed. It's been a complete, utter nightmare for her with the 9 of Swords and the reverse position. Upright, that's a total insomnia card, feeling quite destroyed. This is the woman who's laying in bed and can't get out of bed with her wine and her loaf of bread, like she did in the Tig days. So she's kind of back to her Tig days right now. Where she said when she was depressed, she would lay in bed with a bottle of wine and a loaf of French bread. So I think she's back to doing that today. And so right now she has a fear of the unknown. She knows she needs to get out of her head. This is get out of your head card. And she's trying to take a step back from her stinking thinking and all her rumination of thoughts. She's suffering from poor sleep. Life feels like a complete, utter nightmare. And she does have stinking thinking, and she's trying to get out of stinking thinking. So she's stinking thinking, trying to get out of it, and she's going silent here with the Page of Swords. I'm just going to go quiet here. I've got stinking thinking. I don't know what to do, and I'm just going to go quiet. So that's how she's handling it. Yeah, not surprised. And she's not going to do anything with Tom Bauer because that would be major unmasking. And a major unmasking, as you know from HG Tutor, would be a major wounding. She can't risk it because he's been too successful in the past. And I think she's too fearful to go up against him. I don't think she will. She will probably pretend that she's got something on the table. That could be part of what we saw there with that Moon and the Ace of Pentacles, is pretending that she's probably speaking to a lawyer. But I wouldn't buy it. I think she may have had a brief conversation or at least discussed it, but it's being shot down very quickly. Nothing's going to become of it. So I don't see that happening. So I want to go in, is Tom Bauer going to put more out on her? Is he going to put more out? Because that's really what I want to know. He's got more goods on her. What's he going to do with the goods? He's got goods. Everyone's saying that he hasn't spoken about the children in the book, and I'm sure that's part of what it is. He needs more proof to back up whatever claims he's going to come to, whatever conclusion he has. So is he going to put out another book? Is he going to put out another book or another edition? People say he's going to do a paperback and then put added stuff in it. But I just want to find out, is there going to be more goods on Markle by Tom Bauer? Will there be more goods on Markle by Tom Bauer? Will there be more goods? More goods on her? More goods? More goods. What is this? More goods. We have here 5 of Swords. So it's looking like he's having some conflicts here. Yep, this is why he's holding back. There's some issues with doing it. And so this here, he's feeling like he might have to swallow his pride here. There's a little bit of resentment here. It is winning at all costs and taking from your opponents to win. So it might be playing pretty dirty. He's going to need to play dirty in order to do it. And so there is a problem there. I'm going to clarify that. I'm going to clarify that 5 of Swords. Please clarify the challenging, putting his words out there. Yeah, that decision making is a challenge. The logic is a challenge. Deciding whether or not to do it is a challenge. He knows it's going to cause a lot of strife, and he knows he needs to assert himself. But he's dealing with a lot of competition, and there's struggles here. 5's all about conflicts and things being disagreeable and lots of issues. He knows there could be a lot of issues if he did it. Because the five is really issues, person having a lot of issues, and there's just so much disagreeableness that he needs to make sure he can protect himself. So let's get another one. What is the issue? What is the issue with the 5 of Swords? What is the issue with the 5 of Swords? What is the issue with the 5 of Swords? What is the issue with the 5 of Swords? There it is. What is the issue? The issue is the 2 of Wands in reverse. So with the 2 of Wands in reverse, that is confusion. He's not sure. There's a lot of uncertainty if what he's seeing and hearing is truthful. He's lacking key information. People aren't willing to talk to him. So people are holding back, I would say. People are holding back, and he needs it. He needs this 2 of Wands to be upright, where he has a fork in the road. He can go here, he can go there, he can talk to people. There's that enthusiasm. There's the instinct and the attention driven. A lot of talk, lots of ideas, discussing it, and the creativity with it. So people are kind of shutting down. The dualities in reverse. So people are not opening up just yet. He needs people to open up. So maybe he's just a patient guy. Hopefully he's patient enough like the Queen Elizabeth, and he will get them to. Yeah, you know, let's find out. Let's ask. Two of Wands. Will they open up? Will they open up? Will they open up? Will they open up and let them in? Will they open up and let them in? Open that crossroad. We got here High Priestess, going with your gut instinct. With the Happiness card, the Joy card. So that's also could be about seeding and hiding the light, highlighting the situation. So people are probably going within, if it's good enough for them, if they should or not. They got to follow their gut, whether or not if they want to do it. Because if they do it, it could affect their own joy. It could affect their own happiness and their own security with the Sun card. It could have probably, you know, a ripple effect on their life. So they're going within. They're just, you're calling their higher self. Okay, should I do this? Should I do this and highlight the situation of what I know? Because the Sun highlights situations. Should I highlight this on Markle? This friend I used to know or worked with, or the transaction I had with her. So they're going within. They're going within, because if they do, there's going to be a lot of attention on it, because Sun really shines everything. It just highlights everything. It just, boom, there it is, and you can't get out of it. And what does the Sun do? It can burn you too, right? So let's get to the bottom of the deck, find out what's happening here. Five of Pentacles in reverse. So they're afraid that if they do, it could cost them, because the Five of Pentacles is a person who's kind of an outcast with hardships and abandonment, struggling, and alienation. Here, you know, they don't want to be an outcast in society, and if they say and admit that they were connected to her, now they can become an outcast. So people don't want to be connected to her. They don't want to be ignored. They don't want to feel spiritually broke, because this would be something that could go against their nature. So they don't want to feel spiritually broke, and they don't want to struggle with the adversity that's going to be slung at them, because some people are going to sling some hate at them and saying that was kind of low or low vibe, or that was weak. So in this position, they would be forced to recover if they did. So that's why they're holding back. They don't want the repercussions, basically. Let's get to the center of the deck. Yeah, it would be sort of the daddy dearest position. And that there is, you know, losing their grip. Someone would say, well, you lost your grip. You know, and this is not being someone who's protected. This here is you are touchable. Here you're untouchable. Here all of a sudden you become touchable. People are going to say that you're a bully and you've lost your grip, your obstruction. And so they're going to say that was quite obstruction. That was not very nice. So they don't want to be like her. In essence, they don't want to be painted like her. And yeah, especially if they put out that message with the Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, this is something that comes out of the blue. You know, out of the blue, discussing Markle and the child. There we go. It's the child card. Yes, they have information on the children. And they don't want to have to do the sad goodbye, which is probably getting out of town and hiding, going to a more safe place, leaving a painful place for more potential is the Six of Swords. And it's emotional too, and they don't want to get caught up in it. And it would be a traitor position too. They don't want to be a traitor, and it could affect their individualism on the planet, and it would be a negative message with the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, and so this is just, yeah, it's getting caught up in her web, caught up in her drama, caught up in the chaos. Is my life worth it? Is my life worth it, in essence? And a lot of people are going to be like, no, it's not. Because they see she's going to fall down anyway. She's going to tank. So it looks like it's on the drawing board. It's looking like he has to do a lot of convincing. And hopefully someone will break down and say, okay, here you go. But that means they got to put their name on it too. That means they're going to be videotaped. He records everything. So that means they got to go on record. They got to go on record. And not everybody wants to go on record. All right, you guys, have a great day, and thanks for watching. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.